Food Babe says she's under a sneaky attack from a Kellogg's front group. Joining me now to get into this is the founder of foodbabe.com, Vani Hari. Vani, thank you so much for joining us all this evening. Kudos to you leading that campaign, over 400,000 signatures, just trying to get dangerous chemicals out of children's cereal. Who would have thought it'd be so hard? And then tell us, what's this sneaky attack that they're coming after you?
Yeah, it's really a travesty that iconic American companies like Kellogg's can serve one set of ingredients here in the United States that are more toxic, more poisonous for children here in the United States, but sell safer versions of their exact same product to other countries overseas. This is one of the most anti-American policies that has to stop. And I'm so excited that we've got attention on these issues. Just this week, RFK announced that one of the first things he would do if he's allowed to be put in this position of health czar under Donald Trump is to tell cereal companies to remove artificial food dyes from their cereals. That would be a huge step in the right direction. All I can think about are all of the mothers' voices in my head that are looking for answers, that have had their kids on ADHD medication, that have kids having pediatric cancer because of a lot of these chemicals that are in our food system. I mean, I just had someone share an Instagram post where they wrote down all of the man-made chemicals that were in just 6 pieces of Halloween candy of their child's basket. And it was over 26 ingredients of man-made chemical food that doesn't belong in our children's bodies, much less all of humans for that matter. And this is what's wrong with the food system today. We have over 10,000 chemicals allowed in our food system here in the United States, but only 400 allowed in Europe and other countries. This is something that's got to be addressed. And now I'm under attack under front groups that are getting paid by these big food and big chemical corporations, an organization called the American Council for Science and Health, who has through the Freedom of Information Request Act have been known to take money from all of these big industry firms to attack people like me, to character assassinate me and take me down. But let me just tell you, they are not the American Council for Science and Health. They're the anti-American Council for Science and Health because they think it's totally fine that Kellogg's and other American food companies that are doing this practice is completely fine to poison Americans and then sell a safer version of their products overseas to other citizens. Right now, we've got a major boycott happening on Kellogg's. We've got chefs like Chef Mark Murphy, who's a famous Food Network chef, calling on all chefs to boycott Kellogg's. We've got amazing celebrities like Kristen Cavallari, Eva Mendes, Ellen DeGeneres, the Kardashians, Cindy Crawford coming and telling their fans to boycott Kellogg's. And now I hear something major happening. Grocery store chains are starting to look at dropping Kellogg's from their aisles. They are discounting Kellogg's at an enormous rate that I've never seen before. I'm getting pictures sent to me from all over the United States that are discounting Fruit Loops and all of those other Kellogg cereals that have these artificial food dyes and BHT, which is an endocrine disrupting chemical that's linked to cancer that they don't use in other countries but use here in the United States.
Wow. Well, that's exactly what it's going to take. And what you're sharing is something that's really it shouldn't be a partisan issue at all. We're talking about poison in children's food, things that children sometimes eat every single morning, and they're just digesting a constant, steady food supply stream of chemicals that, like you said, are not in other countries.